Today I'm going to be watching this video. It's called the top 10 countries where Canadians are most welcomed. So I thought, or I believe that Canadians would be welcome in every country. But interested to see this where they're most welcome. So I guess this is maybe countries that have like a good relationship with Canada. And yeah, I'm interested to see this. I hope Britain's on it. I feel like Britain would be one of the most welcoming for Canadians. We have a great respect for Canada and Canadians. But if not, pretty cool to learn about those relationships with other countries. Tell me what you think about this list, where you've maybe felt most welcomed going, if there's any countries you've not felt welcomed when you've went. But yeah, let's check out.
Have you ever wondered where in the world Canadians are more than just welcomed? They're celebrated? Sure, the stereotype of the friendly, polite Canadian holds true, but in certain countries, this reputation goes even further. Whether it's because of shared history, cultural connections, or simply the way Canadians engage with the world, some nations have developed a genuine fondness for people from the Great White North. In today's video of the top 10 trips, we're going to see 10 countries where Canadians are most welcomed. Watch till the end to find out. Some of these countries might surprise you. But before, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We put our hearts into every single video we create. Starting from number 10, we have Brazil. Brazil is known for its vibrant culture, stunning landscapes, and warm hospitality. But what makes Brazil so fond of Canadians? One major factor is Brazil's open and welcoming attitude towards people from diverse backgrounds, which resonates well with Canadians. Both nations share a strong value for multiculturalism, making it easy for Canadians to integrate and feel at home in Brazilian society. According to recent travel statistics, over 200,000 Canadians visit Brazil annually. Canadian tourists are often attracted to Brazil's lively festivals like Carnival, world-famous beaches like Copacabana, and adventurous experiences in the Amazon rainforest. But it's not just about tourism. There's also a growing community of Canadian expatriates in Brazil, contributing to deeper cultural exchanges. Brazilian locals often describe Canadians as polite, respectful, and eager to learn about their culture. This attitude is highly appreciated, especially in a country that prides itself on hospitality. Whether it's joining in on a samba dance or trying out the local cuisine, Canadians have a way of blending in while still leaving a positive impression. Moreover, Canada and Brazil share strong diplomatic and economic ties. Canada is one of the largest foreign investors in Brazil, particularly in industries like mining, energy, and infrastructure. This economic relationship has further strengthened friendly perceptions between the two nations. So, when a Canadian sets foot in Brazil, they're not just seen as another tourist. They're often viewed as a welcome guest who brings positive energy and a genuine interest in experiencing what Brazil has to offer. Number 9.
That's really cool. So yeah, this is quite in-depth actually, not just touching on the personality of the people, really going into the economy and close ties between the countries. So yeah, I had no idea there was that relationship with Brazil. Tell me if you're Canadian, have you ever been to Brazil? That's somewhere I would love to go, man. Beautiful beaches, very, very vibrant country. Being a football fan, of course, Brazil's probably the greatest footballing nation when it comes to World Cups and things like that. Country I would love to visit. Yeah, tell me what you think about Brazil.
Italy. Italy is known for its rich history, world-renowned cuisine, and passion for La Dolce Vita. Italians have a particular fondness for Canadians, and it's easy to see why. One of the main reasons is the shared appreciation for family, food, and culture. Both Italians and Canadians place a strong emphasis on these values, creating an instant connection between the two. Canadian tourists in Italy often find themselves welcomed not just as visitors, but as friends. Whether it's enjoying a homemade pasta dish in a small Tuscan village or striking up a conversation with a local in Rome, Canadians are known for embracing Italian culture with enthusiasm. Statistically, Italy is a top destination for Canadian travelers. In 2019, over 1 million Canadians visited Italy, making it one of the most popular European destinations for Canadians. This high number of visits is driven not just by tourism, but also by the large Italian-Canadian community back home. With over 1.5 million people of Italian descent living in Canada, Many Canadians travel to Italy to connect with their roots, visit family, and explore the land of their ancestors. Italians also have a deep respect for the way Canadians conduct themselves. The politeness, patience, and willingness to adapt to local customs make Canadians well-liked among Italians. Whether it's navigating the bustling markets of Florence or enjoying a quiet evening in Venice, Canadians are often praised for their respectful behavior and positive attitude. On the cultural front, there's mutual admiration between the two countries. Italian food, fashion, and art have a massive influence in Canada, while Canadian values of politeness and inclusivity resonate well in Italy. This cultural exchange further strengthens the bond and ensures that Canadians are always greeted with a smile when they visit Italy. Number 8.
Yeah, tell me again, like, if you've been to Italy, what do you think about it again? For me, like, Italian food is probably my favourite cuisine. That, along with Korean and Japanese, like the three food cuisines I just can't really live without. Tell me what your favourite is. But I did think maybe, like, because Canada's so diverse and has a lot of immigrants, that maybe there would be a lot of Italian Canadians. Like, I know that in the US, for example, you have like a lot of African Americans, Asian Americans, but there's a high number of Italian Americans. Obviously see that in media, movies and things like that as well. Is that the case in Canada? Actually, I don't really know what's the kind of highest like percentage of like what country people have a background from that's not Canadian. What the immigrants in Canada, what's the most common immigrant in Canada, or nationality
New
of the
Zealand.
immigrant? Sorry.
New Zealand shares many similarities with Canada, from stunning natural landscapes to a friendly, laid-back population. Canadians and Kiwis, as New Zealanders are affectionately called, often find common ground when it comes to their love for nature and adventure. One
that makes
key
sense
reason
too.
New Zealanders love Canadians is the shared culture of outdoor activities. Both countries are known for their breathtaking natural beauty. Canada with its majestic Rocky Mountains and vast forests, and New Zealand with its stunning fjords and picturesque hiking trails. Canadians traveling to New Zealand are drawn to the incredible landscapes and outdoor adventures like bungee jumping, hiking, and exploring national parks. According to tourism data, over 100,000 Canadians visit New Zealand every year, with many of them staying for extended periods through working holiday programs. These programs allow young Canadians to live and work in New Zealand for up to a year, creating strong connections and friendships between the two nations. Kiwis often describe Canadians as approachable, easygoing, and quick to share a laugh. This matches the laid-back Kiwi culture, where friendliness and a good sense of humor are highly valued. Whether it's chatting over a drink in a local pub or exploring the countryside, Canadians and New Zealanders easily form bonds based on mutual respect and shared interests. Another reason for this positive relationship is the shared Commonwealth heritage. Both Canada and New Zealand are members of the Commonwealth, which fosters diplomatic ties and cultural exchange. This historical connection has laid the foundation for the warm relations that exist today. When Canadians visit New Zealand, they're not just exploring a beautiful country. They're often welcomed into a community that feels familiar and comfortable. The mutual respect and shared values make this relationship one of genuine friendship, cementing New Zealand's place on this list. Number 7, Japan.
Yeah, with that, I would imagine Australia would probably be similar as well. I feel like there's a lot of similarities in culture and a lot of different other things with Australia and Canada. So it'll be interesting to see if they come on the list as well. And yeah, Japan, one of my favourite countries. Interested to see this one.
Japan is known for its rich traditions, technological innovations, and deep sense of respect and courtesy, values that align closely with Canadian culture. Japan and Canada share a unique connection built on mutual admiration. Canadians are often viewed as polite, respectful, and curious, qualities that are highly appreciated in Japanese society. In fact, many Japanese people see Canadians as kindred spirits who share a similar approach to life. Both cultures emphasize respect for others, humility, and a love for learning, making Canadians feel right at home in Japan. Travel data shows that over 300,000 Canadians visit Japan each year, drawn by the country's mix of ancient traditions and modern innovations. Whether it's exploring the historic temples of Kyoto, enjoying the vibrant city life in Tokyo, or skiing in the mountains of Hokkaido, Canadians are welcomed with open arms. In return, Japan has become increasingly popular in Canada, with Japanese culture, like sushi, anime, and tea ceremonies, having a strong influence on Canadian society. Canadians are also known for being respectful travelers, which resonates well with the Japanese emphasis on etiquette. Whether it's following local customs, being mindful of public spaces, or showing appreciation for Japanese culture, Canadians leave a positive impression wherever they go. This mutual respect fosters a strong connection between the two nations, making Japan one of the countries that truly loves Canadians. Beyond tourism, Canada and Japan share strong diplomatic and economic ties. Japan is Canada's fourth largest trading partner, and both nations collaborate on various cultural and educational exchange programs. These ongoing interactions have further deepened the friendship, ensuring that Canadians are always greeted warmly when they visit Japan. Number 6.
Yeah, tell me if you've been to Japan as well. Like, I actually just got back from a couple of weeks in Japan. I made quite a few videos. I'm actually going to have a new channel where I'm going to be doing some more like travel videos and things like that, just showing what I get up to and so on. So I'll probably put a note on the community message thing that's on the channel, so you can look out for that. If you want to subscribe, you can. If not, it's fine. But I'll be having some videos in Japan. Tell me if you've been. I love the country. One of my favourite was in Tokyo for the whole time, but really great. And yeah, I know about the Netherlands with like the history and military and so on, about how Canadians liberated a town in the Netherlands. So interested to see if that's mentioned and just further learn about that relationship.
The Netherlands. The Netherlands is a country with a deep historical connection to Canada that dates back to World War II. The Dutch have never forgotten the role Canadian soldiers played in liberating their country from Nazi occupation, and this gratitude has been passed down through generations. Every year, Dutch cities and towns hold ceremonies to commemorate the Canadian soldiers who fought and died for the freedom of the Netherlands. The bond formed during those dark times has endured, creating a special relationship between the two countries. This historical connection is one of the main reasons the Dutch hold Canadians in such high regard. In terms of tourism, over 250,000 Canadians visit the Netherlands annually. They're drawn to the picturesque canals of Amsterdam, the vibrant tulip fields, and the rich history that permeates every corner of the country. Dutch locals often describe Canadians as friendly, polite, and eager to learn about Dutch culture. This attitude is appreciated in a country that values openness, tolerance, and respect. Culturally, there's a lot of mutual admiration between the two nations. Dutch traditions like cycling, environmental sustainability, and a love for arts and culture are well received in Canada. Conversely, the Dutch have a keen interest in Canadian culture, especially in terms of music, sports, and multiculturalism. Canada and the Netherlands also have strong economic and diplomatic ties, with both nations collaborating on issues like human rights, environmental protection, and global security. These shared values and ongoing interactions have helped keep the bond strong, ensuring that Canadians are always warmly welcomed in the Netherlands. Number 5, Ireland. Ireland is known for its rolling green hills, vibrant music scene, and friendly locals. But what makes Ireland one of the countries that truly loves Canadians? One key reason is the strong historical and cultural ties between the two nations. Canada is home to a large Irish diaspora, with over 4.5 million Canadians claiming Irish ancestry.
Oh, really?
This
That's a
shared
huge
heritage
number.
has created a natural bond, with many Canadians feeling an instant connection when they visit the Emerald Isle. Whether they're tracing their family roots in the Irish countryside or enjoying a pint of Guinness in a cozy Dublin pub, Canadians often find themselves welcomed like long-lost relatives. In fact, Canadians are among the most frequent visitors to Ireland. In 2019, more than 300,000 Canadians traveled to Ireland, drawn by its rich history, stunning landscapes, and vibrant cities. Irish locals appreciate the friendly and easygoing nature of Canadians, often commenting on how well they fit into the laid-back Irish lifestyle. Whether it's sharing a laugh during a traditional music session or striking up a conversation with a stranger, Canadians are known for embracing the warmth and community spirit that Ireland is famous for. The relationship is further strengthened by the deep respect both countries have for each other's cultures. Irish culture is celebrated across Canada, from St. Patrick's Day parades in cities like Toronto and Montreal to the popularity of Irish music, dance, and literature. On the flip side, Canadians are admired in Ireland for their politeness, multicultural values, and love for nature, which aligns with the Irish ethos. Diplomatically, Canada and Ireland enjoy close ties, cooperating on issues like human rights, peacekeeping, and education. This mutual respect and collaboration have only deepened the friendly relationship between the two nations. So, when Canadians visit Ireland, they can expect more than just a warm welcome. They're often embraced as part of the global Irish family. Number 4.
Yeah, that one makes sense. Obviously, one of the places in Canada I've learned a lot about is Newfoundland, and I know of the sort of Irish influence or Irish immigration that's happened throughout history in Newfoundland and the east coast of Canada. So makes sense that a lot of people have that background. 4.5 million is a lot of people. I never really knew, so maybe that's the highest amount of, like, the highest number of people with that sort of background in Canada. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, you know what I'm trying to say. But tell me, if you've got Irish background, have you been to Ireland? Even if you've got any other country's background or heritage in your family, have you been back to visit that country? How was it? What was your experience like?
Germany. Germany is renowned for its precision engineering, rich history, and diverse culture. Germany has a special place in its heart for Canadians, and the affection goes both ways. One of the main reasons is the mutual respect for cultural values. Germans appreciate Canadians' politeness, reliability, and straightforwardness, qualities that align well with the German mindset. Canadians traveling to Germany often find themselves pleasantly surprised by how welcoming and friendly the locals can be. Whether they're exploring the historical landmarks of Berlin, enjoying a beer at Oktoberfest in Munich, or visiting the fairy tale castles in Bavaria, Canadians are often treated with warmth and respect. Tourism data reveals that over 300,000 Canadians visit Germany annually, making it one of the top European destinations for Canadian travelers. The interest isn't just one-sided. Germans also have a fascination with Canada's wide-open spaces, wildlife, and multicultural cities. In fact, Canada is one of the most popular destinations for Germans who seek adventure and nature. Another aspect of the strong bond is the shared focus on education and innovation. Canada and Germany have numerous academic and cultural exchange programs, fostering connections between students, researchers, and professionals. This educational exchange has helped build long-lasting friendships and collaborations, further enhancing the positive image of Canadians in Germany. Economically, Germany is one of Canada's largest trading partners in Europe, with both countries cooperating in industries like automotive technology, renewable energy, and healthcare. These strong economic ties have helped cultivate a sense of trust and camaraderie between the two nations. Overall, Germans appreciate the respectful and open-minded attitude of Canadians, which makes them feel at home whenever they visit. Whether it's navigating the efficient public transport system or enjoying the rich cultural offerings, Canadians are always greeted with friendliness in Germany. Number 3, Australia. Australia shares more than just a Commonwealth heritage with Canada. The bond between Canadians and Australians runs deep, fueled by shared values, a love for the outdoors, and a laid-back attitude towards life. Australians have a particular fondness for Canadians because of the easygoing and adventurous spirit that both cultures share. Whether it's surfing on Bondi Beach or exploring the Great Barrier Reef, Canadians fit right in with Australia's active lifestyle. Similarly, Australians appreciate Canada's stunning landscapes, with many dreaming of skiing in Whistler or hiking in Banff National Park. Every year, more than 300,000 Canadians visit Australia, many of them for extended stays through working holiday programs. These programs allow young Canadians to live and work in Australia for up to a year, creating strong personal connections and friendships. Australians often describe Canadians as friendly, approachable, and always up for a good time, qualities that align perfectly with the Aussie way of life. The relationship goes beyond tourism. Australia and Canada are strong allies on the global stage. cooperating on everything from trade agreements to environmental initiatives. Both countries are also passionate about sports, with friendly rivalries in events like rugby and cricket, as well as mutual respect in hockey, which Canadians have introduced to their Aussie friends. Culturally, there's a lot of exchange between the two nations. Australian music, films, and even slang have found their way into Canadian culture, while Australian travelers in Canada enjoy the warm welcome they receive. The mutual love for adventure, respect for multiculturalism, and shared sense of humor make Canadians and Australians natural friends. In Australia, Canadians aren't just seen as foreigners, they're treated like mates. Whether it's joining a barbecue or exploring the outback, Canadians are always made to feel at home down under. Number 2.
Yeah, like as an outsider, I feel like Canada and Australia are probably two of the most similar countries. Like two countries that have a lot of immigration, but where immigration seems to work very well. Two countries with like amazing livable cities, as well as having like so much beautiful nature. Huge countries with a lot of vastness and remote places as well. And yeah, the people very friendly, funny, welcoming people in both countries. Like I don't know why I've not really thought too much about that before, but extremely similar countries. Maybe just Australia's a bit hotter, Canada's a bit colder. I don't know. Tell me any other similarities between the countries. Two great militaries as well, actually. Fantastic.
The United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is a country that shares a deep and enduring bond with Canada. This connection is rooted in shared history, cultural ties, and a mutual admiration that spans generations. The UK and Canada have a long-standing relationship as members of the Commonwealth, with strong historical links dating back to the British Empire. Many Canadians have ancestral ties to the UK, particularly in regions like England, Scotland, and Ireland. This shared heritage has created a sense of familiarity and warmth that's evident whenever Canadians visit the UK. Tourism figures show that over 800,000 Canadians visit the UK each year, making it one of the most popular travel destinations for Canadians. Whether it's exploring the historic streets of London, hiking in the Scottish Highlands, or visiting family in Northern Ireland, Canadians are greeted with a sense of kinship and understanding. One of the reasons for this affection is the shared language and similar cultural references. Canadians and Brits often find it easy to relate to each other through humor, television shows, and even sports like soccer and rugby. There's also a shared appreciation for politeness, with both cultures valuing good manners and respect for others. Diplomatically, the UK and Canada are close allies, working together on global issues like security, human rights, and climate change. These strong political ties are reflected in the friendly relations between the people of both countries. From academic exchanges to business partnerships, the UK and Canada continue to strengthen their bond in various sectors. For Canadians, visiting the UK feels almost like visiting a second home. The sense of history, the familiar accents, and the cultural connections make it easy for Canadians to feel at ease. In turn, Brits often describe Canadians as friendly, respectful, and just the right amount quirky, making them some of the most well-liked visitors in the UK. Finally, at number 1...
Yeah, so 800,000 is a huge number. I actually had no idea there were so many Canadians going to the UK. I guess some people watching this have probably been. Tell me where you like to visit in the UK. But yeah, like for me, I know that. Like I know British people, we like respect people who are just friendly, nice people. Don't need to be over the top, just nice, normal people. And Canadians are like the epitome of just good, normal people. And yeah, like so much history together. The militaries being very similar and being allies as well, helping each other in many conflicts and so on. So yeah, Canada's definitely a country I've always had a great respect and admiration for. So I know that's the same for most British people as well. So that's great to see number 2, actually.
We have the United States.
Yeah, I guess America
United
makes sense
States,
for number 1, yeah.
Canada's closest neighbor and one of its most important allies. The bond between Canada and the U.S. is well established, and the affection Americans have for Canadians is deeply rooted in shared history, cultural similarities, and mutual respect. The proximity of Canada and the U.S. means there are many cross-border connections, from economic partnerships to personal relationships. Over 400,000 Canadians live in the United States, and millions more visit each year for travel, business, and education. This high level of interaction has fostered a deep sense of familiarity and friendliness between the two nations. Canadians are known for their politeness and good manners, traits that are appreciated by Americans. The cultural similarities, such as a shared love for sports like hockey and baseball, as well as common values around diversity and inclusivity, create a strong bond. In cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago, Canadians are often welcomed with open arms, and their presence is seen as a positive addition to the local culture. In terms of tourism, Canada and the U.S. are each other's top international visitors. According to recent statistics, over 12 million Canadians travel to the U.S. each year, and many Americans visit Canada for its natural beauty and vibrant cities. This high volume of travel fosters a strong sense of friendship and mutual respect. The two countries also collaborate extensively on global issues, including trade, security, and environmental protection. This close relationship extends beyond politics, influencing cultural and social exchanges. American media, sports, and entertainment have a significant presence in Canada, while Canadian culture is celebrated in various U.S. cities. In everyday interactions, Canadians are often appreciated for their respectful and friendly demeanor. Whether it's during a visit to an American city or collaborating on a project, Canadians and Americans find a lot of common ground. The positive reputation of Canadians contributes to a warm and welcoming experience whenever they cross the border into the United States. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Now that makes sense. The US is number one, so yeah, great list. Glad to see Britain up there so high, number two. And yeah, interested to know any other countries you think that should be on this list. Tell me what you think about that list as well. Tell me your own experiences. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks.